All right, so day one of doing stuff. If you guys don't know, I actually have a gun channel on YouTube. I do a lot of gun reviews, I shoot a lot, and part of me wanting to buy this property is I'm able to shoot out here. It's part of the laws. It's protected in Tennessee where I live in this county. So I have a few acres. I'm actually able to legally shoot. Not to mention, if you look at this right here, that's a ridge line and it surrounds all three corners of my property. So that's called a holler. That ridge line goes way up there and I'm gonna shoot way down there. My intention is that's gonna be the gun range down there. So of course that means I need to make it look good and I need to make it operate properly. I need to make it accessible as well. So I did a thing and I purchased a tractor. It's a brand new, it's a 2023 New Holland. It's a 24S. So it's a 24 horsepower tractor and it actually has a backhoe. It has a front loader. So it's a good utility tractor that I can use to do all my projects around the property. It's been awesome so far. I got it yesterday, came in. So I've been digging holes and all that fun stuff. But here it is, check it out. So that's it, that's the new tractor. So I got this cool little backhoe. It's got like a 12-inch bucket lengthwise, and I don't know, probably, I'm guessing like 8, 9, 10 inches wide maybe. So you got your controls right over there. And then, there you go, is your front loader. I just tied a cable so I can haul some branches and trees and stuff out. But it thing's got some power. 24 horsepower is no joke, especially when it comes to tractor and how tractors are geared. So if I haven't already posted about that, I'm gonna do a whole video reviewing my brand new tractor. Anyways, this is what I'm thinking is I want to put a road right here. So there's a street over there. So I want to make a driveway that comes in and then it sweeps down and kind of hangs at this low point. You can see that slope right there. You have my garage up there and then the range will be back there distance. And then you can see kind of like that flat part that just sort of rides along here. So I want to carve that out and flatten that out, make it accessible. And then I also want to make my driveway go all the way up to the garage up there. So that's the goal right now. I'm going to start carving things out with a chainsaw. I already cut these little tiny trees down, but I figured I should probably film the process because the process is the interesting part. If you look up there, that hill goes way up. There's a lot of cool property over here. This is a really neat property. We do have a creek. So actually, you know what? I'm going to show you guys. I'm actually going to show you guys over to the gun range. So right here, this range is actually inaccessible to the tractor. So the slope is actually, the slope is a little too steep. You might not notice that from the camera. Even though it's not horrible, all these shrubs and small trees I want to pull out. So there's no need for all the little tiny baby trees and this stuff that's overgrowing onto the side. There's already some down trees. I got to cut that up, pull these out. There's a lot of work to do. So all this stuff is going to get cleaned up. All right, so this is where I think the gun range is going to be. It's kind of perfect. So on the back of the garage up here, there's actually a road that rides up to the top of the ridge line. And then right here, you have a natural berm to the right side, and then this massive backstop in the back for this ridge line up here. And again, that ridge line goes all the way down, and it's gonna be perfect. But of course, it's covered in trees. There's tons of shrubs, saplings, all that stuff, dead trees, branches, leaves, and all that stuff. So I gotta clear all that out. Now, if you look down here, we have a culvert. This culvert, well, supposed to go all the way to the other side of the property, but it looks like it's actually blocked. So that's interesting. Regardless, I am not going in there. That's terrifying. But then you have a creek right here, and this is for drainage. It only runs when it rains or snow melt, stuff like that. So what I want to do, I want to carve this out properly. So I'm probably going to connect this area where the culvert drainage is to where this creek actually is. So cut this out. I'm going to put another culvert in, and I'm going to extend the culvert to about there. and then I want to fill this in flat with dirt. So it's a nice flat range. And then I'm going to kind of dig away at the hill, flatten things out a little bit. And then I want to keep some of the big trees here because they're beautiful, and then get a bunch of the small trees out. Just clear all this out, even the trees, and then just keep the surrounding area of trees. This natural wall right here, the backstop, and the backstop way down that way is going to make for a really good sound barrier. And not to mention, I have about 60 yards from the back of the range up to here for distance. So that actually works out perfectly. So those are my plans. I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated as I do it. I'm gonna do a video series on building my own private range, but those are my plans so far. I think it's a pretty fun, yet there's gonna be a lot of work involved in this. So thankfully, I got the tractor. Jenna loves it also. Ben loves it, of course. I mean, it's a little backhoe, that's kind of cool. But I guess I'm gonna start trying to clear things out, and it's gonna take a long time, but I like to try to do it before all the leaves come back on the trees. So anyways, let's get started. This is what I've done so far. You can kind of see I've carved out the side of the hill a bit over here in order to try to flatten it out. Now I got a lot more to do, but that's kind of where I'm going to be going with this. As I go, I'm going to clear out all the brush with a chainsaw and then chop everything up, and I'll probably have a burn pile eventually. But this little tractor has been kicking butt, man. It's strong, it's got some power, and that backhoe is actually really impressive. So I just cut down a bunch of stuff. These vines are incredible. They're just like totally holding up entire trees, pretty much suspended. So I'm cutting the vines and trying to get a clear path cut so far. So obviously we have a lot more trees that are down now, but so far I'm just gonna haul all these out with the tractor, and then we'll put them in a pile for now and cut them up and get a mix of firewood and all that good stuff. So Okay, so it's almost nighttime. I gotta make dinner for the family, so that's gonna be it for progress today on building the road to the range, but this is what I got done so far. Not too bad with that little New Holland. Jenna loves this thing, by the way. Look at that road. You can kind of see how I've carved out the right side. Relatively flat. And this thing's strong. Check out these boulders. Like, look at the size of these boulders that this thing's pulling out of the ground. Still got to go all the way back there, but we're nice and clear so far. So progress is pretty good. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna keep working on this road. When I get further down, closer to the range, we'll do another video. All right, guys, I'll see ya.